Hello everybody, this is Boris. Boris is friend of Hobbits. I come on, I talk about card, you listen to me talk about card, that's what we do. New thing came out, Augment. Augment cool, let's look at video. Sound not work for video, but whatever. Let's look at card, calculate creation. Create art card, I assume other cards in here. Let's watch from beginning. It could create armed gearhead Neandroid. That's like the fleeting Nean shit that happened a few years ago with the cat and the pop tarts and the rainbows behind it. Its Russian variety was much different. Russian variety of Neon cat was bare. It was just there. So we got armed gearhead. Looks like quick attack, augment, Neandroid. Quick elusive 1-3 augment, and we have ballistic bot. Augment, which round start creating ignition in hand, which feed into augment. If you do not know, augment, it does this shit. Or grant, augment, create, when you play a created card, grant me 1+. Is very good for cards like gems, for cards like shrooms which get created, or things. Think of Israel Driven deck. All the card creation Israel Driven, overpowering augment cards. Very good, worked very good with Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger has his augments, his all his turrets. Heimer makes the turrets. And then the turrets will give everything +1 because they are created cards. Not bad, not bad. Ivan Boris Ivan is my full name. Borus Ivan Istkychavitz. Yes, Borus Ivan Istkychavitz is full name. I like augment. I think it's fun. It gives some things very strong powers. Mechanized Mimic seems fun. Grant me all keywords. Attack, grant me all keywords on allies, also seem to work very well with Vi and Heimerdinger. Although 5 cost might be a little weird interacting with that. We'll talk about more things. Go back to video. Armed Gearhead. 1 cost. Quick attack. Can get lots of attack from playing lots of cards in only 1 cost. Can be quite strong. Won't be good if go hard persisto. Very easy to take down. Android. Again, could be very strong. You play 2 created cards, you now have a 3 cost 3-3 with elusive, which is solid stat line. Any more cards than that, getting very good value. Ballistic bot. Worst case scenario, you play ballistic bot. You wait a turn, you play ignition, now you have a 2-3 for 2. Not terrible. Not great card, but not terrible. Might be good card to have in augment deck. Oh, let's look. There's more to this. More to this video. Or hopefully some vodka I can get with this video, but I don't think that's the case. Calculate. Oh, I missed the calculated creation. Oh, they have bigger cards here. Okay, look at these. Calculated. Let me move my face to other side. Okay, face has been moved over to other side so you can see card. We have Calculate Creation, Create an Armed Gearhead, the Enjoy Ballistic Bot. This is the 3 cards that we saw, so it's a 2-mana burst speed created card. And this created card also trigger Augment, so it's good for cycling through Augment cards. It keeps value in hand, very nice. Good for maybe an Augment mid-range deck. And we already see the Ballistic Bot. Yes, we know what augment does. Thank you very much. And they're gonna keep slipping. Am I going to keep moving? Okay, armed gearhead. We see. I don't know why that Borus Ivan Istkychavitz focus on other smaller, not in frame thing. Oh, ignition. This is the spell generated by the guy with the big cannon arm. Guy with big cannon arm, by the way. In Russia, we just call that guy. So ignition. Deal 1 damage to enemy nexus. A slow speed is fleeting. It's card created every turn. I think it'd be much better if it was 0 mana, but that could be Very strong burn strategy. 1 mana, not sure how much use it will get out. Unless you have a lot of cards to augment in order to boost their attack. This doesn't do that much, unless this has good opportunity to play with plunder decks. You could get a lot of plunder value having the card on board, generating ignitions. Now you don't have to worry about whether you'll hit things before you attack, and you can get a stronger board state. Might not be bad. I like it in plunder. Oh, new landmark for Piltover. Good, because Piltover's first landmark was shit. Was big pile of bear shit. Generate 3 random cards. What the fuck was that? Hexcore Foundry. All players draw 1 round start. Very solid. Very solid. I really like the landmark. I even really like landmark like this. It's really interesting. Your deck mostly benefit probably more off card draw than opponent, so slightly benefits you more, but also good for opponents, so they're not really tempted to remove it. Good, solid card all around. Solid. Is good. Is very much Russian approved card. That's what it is. Because this, every player gets one. You know what that is? That slap a big ol', that's communism! And Russians love communism. This is communist card. I'm a big fan. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, we have one more card. Least card, Aethershock. Deal 3 damage to anything or destroy landmarks, slow speed spell, Piltover. 3 damage for 4 mana, not ideal. The running is 4 mana for 4 damage. We have Thermal Beam does that for slow. Mystic Shot is 2 mana, 2 damage. Get Excited, 3 mana, 3 damage. These also destroy landmark. I think this card only used if landmarks are popular. If more things like Kent Sharaka pop up or landmarks will be used a lot, then you'll have Aftershock. If not, no Aftershock. In Borus Ivan Istkychavitz's opinion, here, for final reveal so far, we have the mechanical revolution. It has begun with my good friend Viktor. Let's see what Viktor has to say.
The time of machines is now. A new era of technology begins. Behold my exquisite creations. New improvements. Humanity needs a leader of superior intellect.
And one with an iron fist.
We must improve. We must evolve. As humanity ebbs, the machine...
That looks very impressive. Viktor is definitely Russian builder champion. I love all of this. All of this shit that's going on right now. Fantastic. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. Let's look at these cards. Viktor. We have Viktor himself. Round start, create Hexcore, upgrade in hand. You can read all the cards. I really like this champion. Very fun, very unique champion. A 3-5 when upgraded. 2-4 or not. Very weak stat line though. 4 mana, 2-4. Feel pretty bad. For 4 mana, you play Shin. Shin is 3-5. Is good stat line. Maokai is comparable, having a 1-4 stat line. Is weak. Maokai is not used for his stats though. He's used for ability. Same thing with Viktor. But weak stats for someone. But then again, Viktor will get augmented. So we'll get lots of attack for all the cards, created cards you play. Be very beefy at the end. Plus, using Hexcore upgrade can get lots of keywords. Can be very strong, but starts off quite weak. I'll be building board presence. Death Ray, seems quite fun if you can keep drawing cards. Seems a little bit like not like go hard in the sense that it keeps shuffling new cards into your deck, new small spells, but not in the sense that it's a giant board wipe. I do like that you start off with nice early game cards, and they transition into a slightly later game with dealing 3 damage to units. Very good. I think this synergizes very well with the communist card that we saw earlier. Makes both people draw. You have small early game, you get slightly better as time goes on, and you have the draw to keep up with that. So will work fantastically with Viktor in all of his Russian prowess. Creationism. Behold the mechanical evolution. That kind of stuff. Let's talk about synergies. All these cards work very well, I think, with Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger create, Viktor get boost by created things. It works out very well. Nice mishmash, like vodka and fire. Make yourself a nice Molotov cocktail. Viktor also work well with, he could work with Israel. He has a lot of little spells from the Hexcore upgrade. He uses a Hexcore upgrade every turn. That gives Israel a pew-pew every turn. In addition, his lasers work very well with Israel, getting lots of targets, getting lots of damage. And then since Israel creates cards every time he attacks, that feeds into Viktor's augment. Good stuff. We know Heimerdinger will be good. Lee Sin potentially quite good. If you're running augment deck most likely will create many cards created, more cards created, mostly spells. These spells then level up Lee Sin. You're in for good time. So I think very good synergy at Lee Sin, very good Heimerdinger, very good with Israel. And I think you could even use with Timo, using the communist card to make everyone draw your shrooms, and you have Timos, and you have the Puff Cap Healers, all these little created spells, along with the Puff Caps work very well with Peddler, and since the Puff Caps are created, they then feed into the augmented card. So I think you could form a Viktor Timo augment hybrid deck, which not only builds up augmented units for beefy board, but has secondary objective of shrooms killing opponent, or primary objective. Is very good. I think this also helps if you're going for a way to kill your opponent via card draw, such as milling your opponent. If you want to mill, you get the Death Ray. Death Ray, shuffle. You get Death Ray Mark 2, shuffle. Death Ray Mark 3, shuffle. You can even put Go Hard in there, more shuffle. And you put Veteran Investigator, well, communist card. Have opponent draw a lot of cards. You also draw a lot of cards, but you shuffle back in deck. So you don't mill. Could be potential in long-term game. I don't know, just saying. But yeah, very good. Like the lasers, like this whole thing. And if you didn't know, Borus Ivan Istkychavitz's older brother's favorite person in League of Legends is this guy right here, this Viktor guy. So, you bet your ass I will be convincing hobbits to make an awesome deck using this character. But for now, that's all the cards. Get the fuck out of here. Go do something else now. But don't really stay and watch all of Hobbits' content. He's very good guy. Thank you. Thumbs up. Big two thumbs up. Bear size thumbs up. Okay, bye bye.